Look, most games are good, some are great, but every once in a while, you find one that's just different. The kind where you finish it and immediately want to tell everyone about it. These 15 games, they're the ones that changed everything for me. Each one earned a perfect 10, not because they're flawless, but because they do what they set out to do so well that nothing else matters. Kicking off our list with something that proves innovation never goes out of style. Split Fiction absolutely nails the concept of cooperative storytelling in ways that feel genuinely revolutionary. The genius here lies in how seamlessly it blends two completely different narrative perspectives into one cohesive experience. You're not just playing alongside someone, you're actively shaping parallel stories that interweave in the most satisfying ways possible. The writing quality matches AAA standards, while the cooperative mechanics feel intuitive rather than gimmicky. What makes this a perfect 10? Every single design choice serves the core concept. The art direction perfectly complements the dual narrative structure. The pacing never feels rushed, and most importantly, it respects your intelligence as someone who can handle complex storytelling.
Right now!
Speaking of revolutionary concepts, here's a game that took the post-apocalyptic genre and completely flipped it on its head. Horizon Zero Dawn achieves something most open-world games struggle with. Every single element feels purposeful. The combat system against mechanical creatures isn't just visually spectacular, it's strategically deep. You're analyzing weak points, planning approaches, and using the environment in ways that feel genuinely tactical. The world building deserves special recognition. Instead of throwing lore at you through endless text dumps, the environmental storytelling reveals this fascinating civilization naturally. You're uncovering mysteries organically, while the main narrative maintains perfect momentum. Visually, this game still holds up against anything released today. The art direction creates landscapes that are both beautiful and believable, while character animations bring genuine emotion to every interaction.
I don't know you.
But what about games that perfect the art of pure adrenaline? That's exactly where Titanfall 2 comes in. This game achieved the impossible. It made both Pilot and Titan gameplay feel equally essential and exciting. The wall-running mechanics aren't just flashy movement options. They're integrated into level design so cleverly that traversal becomes an art form. The single-player campaign deserves particular praise for its creativity. Each level introduces new concepts without overwhelming you, building complexity naturally while maintaining that signature fast-paced action. The relationship between you and BT-7274 develops organically through gameplay rather than forced cutscenes. Multiplayer balance is where this really shines. Every weapon, every Titan, every ability feels viable rather than situational. The skill ceiling is high enough to reward mastery while remaining accessible to newcomers.
First core ready.
While Titanfall 2 perfects action, Detroit Become Human demonstrates how choice-driven narratives can reach artistic heights. The branching storyline system here isn't just about different endings, it's about fundamentally different experiences based on your decisions. Every choice carries real weight, creating scenarios where you genuinely question your own moral compass. The technical presentation supports the narrative perfectly. Facial animations convey subtle emotions that make these android characters feel more human than most actual human characters in other games. The attention to detail and environmental storytelling adds layers of meaning to every scene. What sets this apart is how it handles complex themes without being preachy. You're exploring questions about consciousness, humanity, and social justice through interactive experiences rather than exposition dumps. The performance capture work here rivals anything coming out of Hollywood, while the multiple storylines provide genuine replayability that feels rewarding rather than repetitive. And when it comes to cinematic storytelling that doesn't sacrifice gameplay, Uncharted 4 represents the absolute pinnacle. This game perfected the balance between interactive sequences and narrative moments. The climbing mechanics feel weighty and deliberate, the gunplay has genuine impact, and the puzzle solving integrates seamlessly into the adventure without feeling like arbitrary roadblocks. Character development reaches new heights here. The relationships feel authentic, because they're built through shared experiences rather than just dialogue. You're witnessing the evolution of these characters through your actions and their reactions. Visually, this game pushed the PlayStation 4 to its absolute limits while maintaining rock-solid performance. The environmental variety keeps every chapter feeling fresh, from lush jungles to detailed urban environments. Now, where Uncharted 4 achieves perfection through spectacle, Celeste proves that perfect design can come from pure mechanical precision. The platforming mechanics here are absolutely flawless. Every jump, every dash, every wall grab feels exactly as responsive as it needs to be. The difficulty curve builds naturally, introducing new concepts gradually, while respecting your ability to learn and adapt. But the real genius lies in how the gameplay mechanics mirror the narrative themes. You're literally climbing a mountain while metaphorically overcoming personal struggles, and this connection never feels forced or heavy-handed. The assist options deserve special recognition. They make the game accessible without compromising the intended experience. You can adjust difficulty while maintaining the core challenge that makes progression feel meaningful. The soundtrack complements every moment perfectly, enhancing emotional beats while never overwhelming the precise platforming requirements. Speaking of games that succeed on multiple levels, Prey demonstrates how modern immersive sims can achieve absolute perfection. The space station setting isn't just atmospheric, it's a character in itself. Every room tells stories through environmental details while serving gameplay purposes. You're constantly discovering new approaches to problems through creative use of your abilities and the environment. The progression system encourages experimentation rather than optimization. Instead of feeling locked into specific builds, you're constantly finding new ways to combine abilities for unique solutions. What makes this particularly impressive is how it respects your intelligence. The game presents complex scenarios and trusts you to figure out creative solutions rather than hand-holding you through predetermined paths. The attention to detail extends to every system. Physics interactions feel natural. Sound design creates genuine tension, and the narrative unfolds through discovery rather than exposition. But when discussing atmospheric excellence, we can't ignore how God of War Ragnarök elevated cinematic action gaming to new heights. The combat system here achieves perfect balance between accessibility and depth. The axe-throwing mechanics feel satisfying on a visceral level while supporting complex tactical approaches. Every encounter offers multiple viable strategies without any feeling obviously superior. Character development reaches emotional peaks that rival the best narrative media in any format. The father-son relationship develops naturally through shared experiences, creating genuine investment in their journey. Technically, this game pushes hardware to its absolute limits while maintaining flawless performance. The seamless camera work creates an unbroken, immersive experience that never pulls you out of the action. The world design deserves particular recognition. Every realm feels distinct and purposeful while maintaining visual consistency that supports the overarching narrative.
Please.
While Ragnarök perfects Norse mythology, Ghost of Tsushima achieves something equally impressive with feudal Japan. The open-world design here feels genuinely organic rather than checkbox-driven. Every location serves narrative or gameplay purposes while contributing to the overall atmospheric experience. You're exploring because discovery feels rewarding, not because icons demand your attention. Combat mechanics strike the perfect balance between accessibility and mastery. The stance system encourages tactical thinking while maintaining the flow and rhythm that makes sword combat feel authentic. Visual presentation reaches artistic heights that rival the best period films. The dynamic weather system and lighting create moments of genuine beauty that enhance rather than distract from the gameplay experience. The photo mode deserves special mention. It's comprehensive enough to support genuine artistic expression while remaining intuitive for casual use. And speaking of artistic vision, here's where Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 proves that innovative design can still surprise us. The visual presentation immediately sets this apart. The art direction creates a unique aesthetic that feels both familiar and completely original. Every environment contributes to world building while serving clear gameplay purposes. The turn-based combat system modernizes classic mechanics without losing their strategic depth. You're making meaningful tactical decisions while maintaining engagement through dynamic presentation and creative encounter design. Character progression feels rewarding because every advancement opens new strategic possibilities rather than just increasing numbers. The skill system encourages experimentation with different approaches rather than optimizing single strategies. What makes this particularly impressive is how confidently it commits to its unique vision. Instead of trying to appeal to every possible audience, it focuses on executing its core concepts flawlessly. Now, while Clair Obscur innovates with fresh concepts, The Last of Us Part 1 demonstrates how remasters can achieve their own form of perfection. This isn't just a technical upgrade, it's a complete reimagining that enhances every aspect of the original experience. The improved AI makes encounters feel more dynamic and unpredictable while maintaining the tension that made the original so compelling. The relationship between Joel and Ellie develops with even greater nuance thanks to enhanced facial animations and environmental storytelling. Every interaction feels more authentic, creating deeper emotional investment in their journey. Environmental design receives particular attention. Familiar locations now include additional details that support the narrative while improving gameplay flow. You're rediscovering places you thought you knew completely. The accessibility options deserve recognition for making this masterpiece available to broader audiences without compromising the intended experience. Speaking of respecting originals while creating something new, Lies of P achieves the rare feat of honoring its inspirations while establishing its own identity. The combat system takes familiar Souls-like mechanics and refines them with creative additions. The weapon assembly system encourages experimentation while maintaining the precise timing and positioning that makes this genre compelling. The setting deserves particular praise. The Pinocchio-inspired world creates a unique atmosphere that supports both the narrative themes and gameplay mechanics. Every location feels purposeful rather than decorative. Character progression strikes an excellent balance between complexity and clarity. You're making meaningful build decisions without getting overwhelmed by unnecessary systems or unclear mechanics. What sets this apart is how it respects the difficulty expectations of the genre while providing clear feedback for improvement. You're challenged fairly, rather than frustrated arbitrarily. But if we're talking about creative approaches to established formulas, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance represents pure mechanical perfection in action gaming. The blade-cutting mechanics aren't just visually spectacular, they're integrated into combat and environmental interaction in ways that feel genuinely innovative. You're slicing through obstacles and enemies with precision that requires skill while feeling incredibly satisfying. The boss encounters deserve special recognition. Each fight introduces unique mechanics while testing your mastery of the core systems. These aren't just damage sponges, they're puzzles that require understanding enemy patterns and exploiting weaknesses creatively. Pacing maintains relentless momentum without overwhelming you. The game knows exactly when to introduce new concepts and when to let you master existing ones. The soundtrack complements the action perfectly, building intensity during encounters while never overwhelming the precise timing requirements of the combat system.
Take a look at your map and figure out the most.
While Rising perfects high-intensity action, Death Stranding Director's Cut proves that meditative gameplay can achieve its own form of perfection. The traversal mechanics transform what could be mundane travel into engaging puzzle solving. You're constantly evaluating terrain, planning routes, and managing resources in ways that create genuine tension and satisfaction when executed successfully. The social mechanics deserve particular attention. The asynchronous multiplayer creates a sense of community without forcing direct interaction. You're helping others while receiving help in return through organic gameplay integration. Visual presentation creates landscapes that are both beautiful and functionally meaningful. Every environment communicates information about navigation challenges while maintaining the atmospheric consistency that supports the narrative themes. The Director's Cut editions enhance the experience without cluttering it. New tools and mechanics expand strategic options while maintaining the meditative pace that makes the base game so distinctive. And finally, we reach something that demonstrates how additional content can achieve perfection. Cyberpunk 2077: Phantom Liberty. This expansion succeeds by focusing on what Cyberpunk does best: deep RPG mechanics and immersive world building. The new storylines integrate seamlessly with existing systems while introducing mechanics that feel natural rather than tacked on. Character development reaches new heights through the spy thriller narrative. The choices you make carry genuine weight with consequences that affect both immediate situations and long-term story development. The technical improvements throughout Night City enhance the entire experience. Performance optimizations and bug fixes create the stable foundation that allows the creative elements to shine. Mission design in Phantom Liberty specifically deserves recognition. Each objective offers multiple approaches while maintaining narrative coherence, regardless of your chosen methods. And there you have it, 15 games that achieved something most developers spend their entire careers chasing: true 10 out of 10 perfection. Did any of these surprise you, or do you think we missed something obvious? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to hear what games have blown you away completely. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more comprehensive gaming content. Ring that notification bell so you never miss when we explore the games that define what interactive entertainment can be at its absolute best. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.